I'm sorry, man, but with all due respect, I've been fighting this case since my arrest in March of 2021 for the Brass Knuckles guy. And I've exhausted every possible option. And I'm not necessarily looking for advice, especially from someone in another state that doesn't know the details. But I'm just saying that I've exhausted every possible option. There are no good lawyers anymore. If there were good lawyers, then the fucking federal fucking courts would have lawyers saying to them, hey, how many fucking federal fucking agents and undercover cops and assets and informants were in the crowd? Because then that would have created a grounds for an appeal. That would have created grounds for an appeal, because obviously the judge would have denied that request, but all the fucking federal lawyers were in on it, whether they were court appointed or paid for. I know somebody spent $100,000 and his lawyer never fucking asked the fucking courts to get discovery on how many fucking federal agents were in the crowd. If he had asked, the judge would have certainly denied it, but then he would have had grounds for an appeal. But his lawyer didn't ask, because all the fucking lawyers were in on it. Because they operate under the system, you'll never work in this town again. And that goes for OC where I'm at right now. You'll never work in this town again if you fucking buck the system. So now these lawyers want to buck the system, because they want to work smarter, not harder. So they don't fucking buck the system. They don't fight. They give it 20, 30% maximum. I give it 110%. I may not be well versed in the law, but my heart and my intentions are good, and I'm going to fight. So I've had people tell me over the years, get a lawyer. And it reminds me of that proverbial Marie Antoinette saying, oh, they have no food? Let them eat cake. Because people don't understand what I'm going through. And supposedly the poor went crazy at the thought that she was so privileged, she'd say, let them eat cake. Like she was so disconnected from their reality. Well, this is my reality, is that in Orange County, nobody that's an attorney that's working in the law field wants to rock the boat. So I'm not going to get a lawyer that's going to help me, period. I've tried. They're all in on it, even the conservative attorneys. Think about it. None of Trump's fucking legal team made any moves in 2020 to contest the stolen election. You get it? Lawyers aren't fucking our friends. And we got to get out of this fucking mindset that they are. I know a kid who spent $100,000 on his J6 attorney. And he got him a deal of 18 months. But then the feds don't have to honor their fucking deals. It's just a suggestion. So he had to do 48 months. So that's the point. I'm not going to find a good lawyer. The best left California a long time ago, if they could. I wasn't able to. I haven't been able to leave California. But I'm just telling you, like, this is Orange County, and it was a conservative stronghold in California. But naturally, because conservatives don't want bullshit, they're going to flee a commie state like California. That's what happens. So there's very few conservatives left here. Our best conservatives or best Republicans are like walking around in high heels with rainbow flags and, doing other stupid stuff. So that's just it. That's where we're at. I don't need to try to look for a good attorney. I've already been there, done that dozens of times. I can't help it. It is what it is. And so it's going to frustrate me to try to just beat my head against a brick wall, trying to get some attorney who would then charge me $20,000 to $50,000 to take my case for a simple assault. They'd get a gangbanger out for $5,000. But me, they would charge me 20 grand. That's the quote I got, is 20 grand. And I know that it doesn't matter if I even paid 50 grand because the fix is in. The DA has said he wants me. Our DA is a RINO. And he can't afford to get egg on his face with this case. He went on a limb and he went against Trump people because he didn't like Trump. So that's the problem.